What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today I wanted to talk a little bit more about the delay of Battlefield 2042 and whether or not 4 weeks is actually enough for them to change anything, as we did get some really useful information from some of the developers on Twitter just a few days ago. Now, just quickly before we get into the video, I am actually going to be giving away 1 month of Xbox Game Pass completely free to one of you guys, courtesy of the EA Creator Network. A huge thank you to EA for the opportunity, and there's only a few quick steps that you guys need to take in order to enter the competition. Firstly, make sure to like this video and then leave a comment down below letting me know which specialist you're most excited to play as in Battlefield 2042 and why, and then be sure to type hashtag Game Pass after that, and that'll let me know that you guys are entering into the competition. And then if you guys head to the description, the very last link in the description is my Discord link, and all you guys have to do is join our Discord, as I'll be announcing the winner over there this weekend coming. Now, obviously, if you're on PlayStation, then please don't enter the competition just because this is only available on Xbox or PC. But if you are on Xbox or PC, then be sure to enter for that 1 month free Game Pass subscription, and good luck to all who enter. But with that out of the way, let's get stuck into the video. So one of the main talking points since the delay of Battlefield 2042 has been whether or not 1 month is even enough time for them to make any proper changes, and it is a really good question. If they've been working on the game for 3 years or 36 months, then how is 37 months going to make the game any better? This is easily the most talked about area of the delay from what I've seen so far, and I can definitely see why people are concerned. If the game is in a bad state, then 1 month just doesn't seem like enough time to truly fix it, and it feels like the game will be delayed by a month and then just be broken anyway, so why bother delaying it? Well, just a day or two ago, we did get some really useful information from one of the developers of Battlefield 2042 in Jim Heil, I believe it's pronounced. My apologies if I butchered the surname there, and he essentially reassured us that things aren't all doom and gloom and that the game is actually well on track for where it needs to be. Jim tweeted out saying, "Hey, I really appreciate all the support from the community regarding the new 2042 dates. It feels good that you trust us, and you should. It's a solid game. This isn't my first rodeo. It's not a project in trouble. It just needs a little longer on the spin cycle. Have faith, fam." Now, that right there is exactly the type of communication that EA seems to be terrible at themselves, and here we have one of the developers actually reaching out to do that on his own. So even though it would have been nice to hear this kind of transparency from the official accounts in order for more people to see it and to just make it that little bit more official, it's awesome that Jim essentially stood up and did this on his own, and it is exactly what we needed to hear. The part where he says it's not a project in trouble, it just needs a little longer on the spin cycle, is exactly the type of stuff that I was hoping to hear, and this pretty much was my assumption the whole time, that they just wanted to focus on polishing the game rather than trying to completely revamp it. Now, adding to that even further, a Twitter user by the name of David said, "Take your time, stay healthy, tweak the bits that need tweaking," and Jim replied to this saying, "Right now it is tweaking terrain tessellation for max performance without sacrificing anything visually. Every 24 hours, hundreds of creators across the globe are pushing it forward." Now, my very tiny understanding of tessellation from my own game design studies at uni is that this is essentially just going to optimize the game a little bit more without dropping off the quality of the graphics or the intricate details of the terrain, and so this does make a lot of sense that they'd want to work on that just a little bit further, and it really does go to show how polished they want this game to be. I think a lot of people assumed that there was some sort of like fundamental issue with the game, or it was super buggy or something along the lines of that, but these types of comments from the developers do make it seem as if it really isn't in any sort of bad state. Rather, they just think they can improve the game a lot more in that extra month, and that they want it to be the best it can be by the first time we actually play the game. For me personally, if this is actually true anyway, because we just won't know until the game launches, I am more than happy for them to take an extra month if it results in a more optimized, smooth experience for all of us. First impressions really do matter, and I want my first experience with this game to be as good as it possibly can be, and so if that comes at the cost of an extra 4 weeks of waiting, then personally I am more than happy to do that. Another positive to it, and I've talked about this in a previous video, is that this could also allow them to use our feedback from the beta even more so, and try to genuinely implement that feedback as best as possible before launch. So depending on when the beta does end up coming, I think that is another huge positive for the game that really wasn't there beforehand, since it seemed like it would be dropping a little bit too close to when the game actually releases, leaving them essentially no time to actually implement that feedback. At the end of the day, I am a lot less worried about the state of the game after Jim's tweets, and I do hope that we actually hear a little bit more about the state of the game leading up to the launch. But for now, this does put my mind at ease quite a bit, as even though I've been pretty positive and optimistic about it, doubt does also begin to creep into my mind at times too, with how quiet EA has been. So I'm glad we got some more information on the delay. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments section, whether you feel a little bit more at ease with this info or whether you're still super skeptical about the game. game, and just a reminder that if you are keen on winning that 1 month of free Xbox Game Pass, then follow along to those instructions at the start of the video. If you enjoyed the video, then be sure to leave a like down below, and if you are new, then consider subscribing to the channel with those notifications on. If you guys want to support the content that I make here on YouTube, then do consider becoming a channel member. But with that being said, thank you all very much for watching. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you all out there on the battlefield.